Let me tell you, yeah? The Western men, non-Muslim men, Christian, you name it. Every single one of them are polygamists. They practice polygamy in a different way. Islam says the following. If a man is married and he wants to get married again, he is not allowed to have a side chick, a mistress, and a girlfriend who he can use for sexual intimacy and chuck her away like a piece of dog. No.
Many Muslim men do, though.
Islam says the following. That's correct, and I agree with you.
Yeah.
Are there Muslim men that do that? Yes. Is it haram? Yes, it's actually a major sin. And actually, there's a capital punishment if a man is married and has an affair outside marriage, which is capital punishment, which means
you're gonna go kill him.
Yes, exactly. Right. So I think she would like that.
I don't think anyone would like that, mate. I don't think anyone would like that.
No, you know why? Because she'll kill him herself.
Well, you're the one who's advocating for capital punishment, Ali Dawa.
I advocate that marriage is between a man and a woman, not between a man and 72 horrors.
I don't know if you read the Old Testament, madam.
Oh, it's gone back to Christianity now.
Jesus is the God of the Old Testament, and he says,
why has it gone back to Christianity?
You kill them. Thank you very much. So
oh.
read the Jesus of the Old Testament.
Have you actually read the Bible,
No, I have read the Bible.
Oh, you have? Have you heard of something called the New Testament?
Yeah, which says, I did not come to break.
Oh, okay. So you'll have heard it. Oh, okay. So there is a fulfillment of the law. So we're not bound to it anymore. Thank you. Because it's fulfilled in Jesus Christ. Thank you, Ali Dawa.
Now, guys, I want to ask a question. Polygamy in Islam is there to deal with a reality, number one, and number two, to protect the right of the woman.
It's a reality, guys.
What did I say? How many men have side chicks, mistresses? And guess what? Donald Trump is a serial monogamist. You know why? Because he knows if he gets a second wife, she's going to get upset. So he divorces her when she reaches her age where she's not useful anymore, and he moves on to someone younger. Yes? And we know what he says about women.
Why don't you talk about the sex slaves in Islam?
Let me finish. There's no concept that exists.
Okay, I'm going to show you from the Quran then.
We're talking about polygamy.
Yeah, so, having sex with sex slaves is polygamy.
So, therefore,
or polyamorousness.
I'm asking a question. When Islam says if you want to get married again, you go, what's the procedure? Look how Islam honors women. Number one,
Islam does not honor women whatsoever.
I have to speak to her father. Number one, why do I have to speak to her father? Because if I have ill intentions, her father is there to spot it. Number two, dowry. What is the dowry for? It's for a woman's security to avoid deadbeat dads. Okay, so what does that mean? When you marry a woman, she has a right to ask for gold, money, car. She can ask whatever you like. No, I know. I'm sorry. It's a question that I can't hurry up. I'm explaining. Yeah, you can talk after. I'll listen to you. So, what does Islam do? Islam says, number one, speak to the dad. Number two, she has a dowry. Number three, you have to get married to her. Number four, you have to announce the marriage. Not secret. You have to announce it. Now, I'm asking you a question. How does that dishonor women when it's got protocols in place to avoid being the mistresses, side chicks, and girlfriends? And you have to look after them, you have to pay for the bill, you have to pay for the shopping, and guess what? If her mahar was £10,000, she keeps that, and she does. You cannot touch a single penny. So now, you tell me why polygamy is wrong in Islam.
Okay. Very simple. That's a lot of waffle to basically say, yeah, there is polyamorous relationships. Yeah, you can have multiple wives and women can't have multiple husbands. But we do it in a nice way, guys. It's a lovely way of doing it. We're very respectful. We're so respectful. But anyway, women, you don't have no choice because women are deficient in intellect according to Islam and deficient in religion. That is the horridness of Islam, ladies and gentlemen. Embrace a religion that teaches the equality of men and women. Now let's have a look. Let's look at Surah 23. Let's look at Ayah 5. It talks about how those who pay their tax alms, and this is a good thing, those who avoid idle talk, and those who guard their chastity. Oh, that's good. But hang on a second. What is chastity in Islam? Well, it tells us in the very next verse. It says, except with their wives or their bondswomen in their possession. Who are the bondswomen? Well, we actually don't need to know from you because we can actually find out in the Quran. Quran.com tells us who the bondswomen are. There's a lovely little footnote. And it leads us to Surah 4, Ayah 3. When we go to Surah 4, Ayah 3, it again mentions bondswomen. And there is a footnote. And when I bring the footnote up, it says here, listen to this. It says, a bondswoman is a female slave that a man owned either through purchase or taking her captive in war, a common ancient practice in many parts of the world. Islam opened the door for ending slavery by making it an act of charity to free slaves. In other words, guys, if you want to do good deeds, take a slave and then free the slave. What a great religion that encourages you to take slaves so you can free them. That's amazing, guys. Imagine telling the Ummah to take slaves.
Listen to the man.
Oh, this is amazing. Notice he wants to get out of it. He doesn't want to talk about it. He wants to talk about Christianity now. Wait a second, this was about Islam. The sister had a question about Islam. You came in to answer
Tell her
it.
to
All
be
of a
quiet.
sudden, you don't want to be.
Jesus said, tell her to be quiet.
Well, according to you, you can actually hit a woman in Islam because there are surahs. Exactly. What does it say? It says in the Quran, the most holy of your religious scripture, that it was revealed from Allah that if you fear rebellion, it's not even if the woman does anything.
No.
It's just if you think she's
Yes,
going to
that's
do
right.
something.
What do I do?
Wow.
What do I do? Come on.
The verse in particular says, first of all, you tell them they're wrong. You
Okay,
talk with them.
you're wrong.
You say you're wrong.
Wrong.
And then you forbid them from sleeping in
I'm
the
leaving
same
the
bed
bed.
with you.
Yes.
And then you smack them.
No, uppercut or right hook?
I don't know, it says strike in Arabic.
Okay.
It says strike in Arabic. But don't worry, guys, in your lovely translations, in your English translations, it'll give lovely words for it instead.
Sure.
But that's okay. Let's look at Tafsir Ibn Kathir. Let's look at your tafsirs about what it means. Your tafsirs make it clear women can be hit in Islam. And then when your Sharia comes, it says, just don't leave any bruises. Just don't hit them in the face. But you can hit women in Islam. This is the religion that you're following, guys. Wake up. Common sense. You know it's wrong. Follow Christianity. You spoke for about 5 minutes. I start telling them the truth about your religion and you're cutting in.
Let me know when you finish.
He can't deal with what I'm saying, guys. Basic stuff. Go on, defend the fact you can hit women in Islam according to the Quran. Go on, Ali.
Thank you very much. The thing is very ironic, guys. I was
Oh, it's
talking about
ironic.
polygamy. He went on a rant. He went to sex slaves that don't exist.
Then go back to it. I actually just
No.
finished out and read that you have
sex
unlimited
slaves.
bonds
You
women.
went to beating up. Look, let me put it very simply. Yeah? You're the last person to ever talk about women's rights.
Oh, am I?
Let me tell you something.
Wait,
Every
coming from the
five-
guy
let me
who's
finish.
actually
Let me
saying
finish.
that
Let me
you can have
finish.
multiple
Let me
women.
finish.
What a
Let me tell you
disgrace.
something. Every 5 people that come to Islam, 3 are women. Why? The question is asking.
Because you don't tell them about it.
No, one
Because you
second.
hide it.
1 second.
Because your
The
religion
question
is an
this.
esoteric
And this is
religion.
why they're in denial. They're like, how does this make sense?
Because you don't
The
tell them.
Muslim woman is oppressed, but the most grievous to Islam are women. It doesn't add up. Now,
Because you
and let
lie,
me tell you
Ali
who's one of
Dawah.
them.
Ali Dawah,
Tony
you
Blair's
lie.
sister-in-law, Lauren Booth.
Why are
I
you
know very
bigging up
closely,
Tony Blair?
Accepted Islam, and there are many women
I'm
like
talking about
that.
the Quran. He's
Let
talking
me
about
tell you
Tony
why.
Blair.
As you can see, it
What
will
is he
not let me
doing?
talk. You know why it wouldn't let me
Because you're
talk?
chatting
There's a
nonsense,
Quran
Ali.
on there.
Ali,
It's
There you
not
go.
Ali, I asked you a
Look,
question.
I can't even talk.
Talk about
Did I listen
polyamorous
to him?
relationships in the
Did I listen
Quran.
to him?
Talk about women being
Did I
hit in
listen to him,
Islam.
guys?
2 things, Ali.
Carry on talking. Let me know when you
Keep talking about Ali. Keep talking about Tony Blair. So tell me about Tony Blair and how that's relevant to the Quran. I'm done. Answer the question, Ali.
Done.
Answer the question,
Because you
Ali.
look psychologically frustrated.
I'm trying to get an answer from you. It's
Well,
like talking to
yeah,
a brick
I'm trying to
wall.
talk.
Go on then.
Number one.
Tell me about the
Number one.
Quran. Tell me about the
Number
Quran.
one. Number one, guys.
Or the
yeah?
Sunnah.
Can you imagine? What did I talk about? I said men are polygamous by nature and women are hypergamous.
Yeah,
by
women
nature.
don't ever cheat, guys. Trust me, Ali Dawah.
I'm only
You are
talking
a
about
foolish
cheating.
man.
Feel sorry for
So
your
one
wife.
second.
Why is a woman
Madam,
choosing to have multiple
Jesus
men?
said you have to be quiet.
What? Listen.
Stop
Why?
talking about Quran. Why don't you tell
Why-
us about
listen,
your Bible?
listen,
Tell us about
Why?
your Bible.
Listen.
Tell us about your religion.
Listen.
Pick up the
Listen.
spiritual things in your
Tell
religion.
us
Tell us
about the
that.
Bible.
Brother, can I talk?
Let Ali speak. Let Ali speak.
Brother, let me talk.
Ali speaking. Ali, it's very clear that there are women
Now,
that
guys.
cheat. Do
Now,
you understand?
guys. Yes. Okay. thank you.
Okay, so if there
Let
are
me-
many women that cheat, you cannot say that by nature they don't want to cheat or they don't want to have multiple relationships. Evidently they do.
Man, you need a woman.
You know that. We definitely know he needs a woman in his life. Yeah, that might be the missing puzzle here. The point is this, guys.
Insults, guys.
Islam
It's a sign you've lost the argument.
Islam honors women like no other religion. Let me tell
Uh-huh.
you why. Islam deals with reality. Most Western men, they cheat on their partners.
Oh, do they? Do
Most
they?
of them.
Do
There were
they?
studies shown that most of them, especially in the workplace. Do you know what Islam says? Islam says if a man is polygamous by nature, which is a reality, and he is going to go and do that, he cannot do that at the cost of using and abusing a woman. Islam
Unless
says
it's a
that-
sex slave, then you can. As I just read in the Quran.
You see why I stopped
I
you?
just read the
You see
Quran.
why I stopped you?
He doesn't want me to talk about the
You see that?
Quran, guys.
You see that?
Guys, notice what he
No,
hasn't
no.
addressed what I said.
Do you know why he's
I
doing that?
talked about the Quran.
me
He's
know when
talking
you
about some weird like, oh, well in Islam we
Never
say that
talk
this.
about Bible.
Let me know when
I,
you
this is
finish.
a conversation about
Let me
Islam.
know when you finish.
I'm done now.
Thank you.
As soon as you go off topic,
Do
I'll
you know
keep
why
cutting
he's
you
doing
in.
that? Because he looks in the crowd.
Talk
and there are
about
some
the
Western
Quran,
women
Ali.
saying, that makes sense. And he's like, oh, I need to bring the sex slave.
I
into
talked
it."
about the Quran and he's like, yeah, it
Let me
makes
finish.
sense.
I've listened to you. Can I talk?
Talk about the Quran then.
I'm talking about the Quran.
No, you're talking about Tony Blair and like some weird, oh, in Islam we have this understanding that women are polyamorous by nature. No,
Thank you.
show me the way that says that in the
Listen,
Quran.
listen.
Show me where it says that in the
Let me
Quran.
talk.
Go
I'll
on.
repeat again. What Islam says
Not
is
going
the
to
following.
Quran.
Islam has 4 guidelines to protect the woman to be sexually, psychologically abused. How?
Well, to be abused.
Let me tell you how. If a man wants to get married again, he has these criteria in place to protect and honor a woman. Number one.
With sex slaves as well, which there are no criteria for the sex slaves.
Father. What does that mean? If a man is interested in getting married again, he's not allowed to have side chicks, mistresses, or girlfriends. You know why?
And have sex slaves. He's ignoring that bit. Address that part, Ali Dawah.
As you can see, guys, I'm not going to entertain. I'm just going to stop
He won't entertain it. There you are. He's saying he's not even going to engage. I read his Quran and he won't engage with the Quran.
Over me, it shows your weakness. That's why I'm being quiet.
It's because you're not talking about the Quran, Ali
No,
Dawah.
you're done. Yeah?
Ali Dawah,
Someone
the
get water.
Quran.
I can feel your throat getting dry. Yeah?
Guys,
Let's
can
get
we all
water.
pray for Ali
Now,
Dawah? He isn't understanding.
what is the condition?
Jesus.
Let me
Pray
tell
for
you
your
guys,
friends.
yeah?
That you
Jesus
learn how
says
to
you have
address
to
an
be quiet
argument.
and let the man talk. That's what your book
Oh,
says.
you're
That's what
spicy.
the
Well, your
Bible
book says you can hit
Bible
them.
says that.
Your book says you can hit them
Islam
because
says
it's
the
an
following.
abhorrent
If a man
religion.
wants to get married again, number one, he has to speak to her father.
Is that the sex slave's
Why?
father? Is that the
Because
sex
if
slave's
he has
father?
ill intentions and just wants to use her for sex, her father is her guardian, number one.
And he's meant to use his sex
Number
slaves
two,
for sex.
Islam says she has a right for dowry. What's the dowry
But not
for?
the sex
Let
slave.
me tell you, the dowry is a protection because she can come and say, all right, you want to marry me? I want £3,000.
How many sex slaves did Muhammad have?
£5,000.
How many
and
sex
I want a
slaves did Muhammad
BMW
have?
M5. What is
Mary
that
the
for?
Copt is one we know
That
about.
is
He slept with her in
security
Aisha's
when it comes
bed.
to marriage. Number three.
Come on,
Number
man.
three, you have
Address.
to do a marriage. Number four, you have to announce it. Now notice something.
Notice
When
he's not
a man
addressed
has a
anything I've
mistress,
said.
when he has a side chick,
Literally
and when
nothing.
he has a girlfriend, it's usually quiet. He doesn't want no one to know. You know why? Because he takes her out on some holidays, uses as he likes, and it says, I'm bored of you. Bye-bye, darling. Islam says no.
This is a lot
You
of
have to
waffle.
honor her.
A lot of
And
waffle
that's
for
why-
not talking about the
That's why
Quran.
he's bugging out.
He ain't talking about
That's
the
why he's
Quran.
going crazy.
My
Because
friend,
Islam
my friend,
honors a woman.
Ali Dawah, you're a Muslim.
Polygamy
You're supposed to
is
talk about the
honoring
Quran.
women. But what does he do? And then we've got Madam here.
Ali
How
Dawah,
come you're
bring up
allowed to have
the
Nur al-Ain in Jannah? Why
Sunnah,
are you
bring up
jealous?
the
Why are
Quran,
you
bring up
jealous?
Hadith, bring up the
I'm gonna have Nur
Sirah,
al-Ain, alhamdulillah.
bring
You know
up
why?
the
I don't want to
Sharia.
watch my husband.
Go on, bring it up.
Sorry.
Bring it
Because
up.
you watch your husband probably doing it here, darling. Yeah?
Hey guys, this
Okay.
is modern
Let me tell
Islam.
you something.
Nothing to do with the Quran.
When I enter
It's
Paradise-
just Ali Dawah's opinion.
Do you know why?
This is
God
Ali
gives us-
Dawah's opinion.
Do you know why God gives us Quran?
Tell me about the Quran, Ali
Do you know
Dawah.
why?
Tell me about Ali
I
Dawah.
know that if
Tell me
I
about the
take myself
Sunnah.
here,
Tell me about Hadith,
Allah
about the
has promised
Sirah.
something better.
Tell me about Sharia.
So I
Tell
don't
me
need
about
to
these
go
things.
and cheat on my wife.
He ain't got
yeah?
to. Tell me about Ibn Kathir.
Yeah, be disloyal
Tell me about
to my
Ibn
wife.
Taymiyyah.
And now, that's very clear.
Go-
Now let's
no,
go to,
go on, is he doing
let's
it?
go to
Oh.
the beating verse. That is-
Oh, he's doing it. He's actually going to the Quran.
Step by step, step
Right,
by
let's
step.
go, let's do it, let's do
Step by
it.
step.
Great, let's go.
I want to ask you guys a question.
All right.
How do you beat someone, and here are the conditions.
Okay,
No pain,
right.
no mark, and you can't hit the face.
It says you can't hit the face and you can't leave bruises.
Guys,
You
guys,
can
please
cause
tell me,
pain
can
because if that was
someone
the
please tell
Go on,
me,
go on,
how do you
go on.
beat someone?
Yeah, this will
without
show you how
no
ridiculous
pain,
this is. Go
No
on.
marks,
Right,
no
right,
hits in the
right,
face.
right. Let me show you how this is. Right, here we go, here we go.
Show me, show me, show me.
Bata. Apparently,
Show me,
Muhammad
show me,
told
show
you
me,
to
show
beat
me.
wives like
Show me.
this.
Did the
That's
prophet-
what he's telling. Are
Okay.
you real?
Did the
Are you
prophet
for
hit any
real?
of his wives?
His companions did. His companions did. The father of Aisha and the father
Guys.
and the
Did
father of
prophet
Hafsa
hit
hit.
any of his wives?
Actually, no, wait, yes, he did. He
Nice,
hit
nice,
Aisha. He hit Aisha,
Janazah.
and Aisha says that she
Janazah.
caused him pain. Do you want me to find it?
There
You want me
you
to
go.
find
There
it?
you
There
go.
you go.
There you go.
Now he's bringing up
There
the
you go.
Sunnah.
As you can see, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, when Aisha was being accused of adultery, can you imagine, guys, if there was rumor going around in the community where it's been told that one's wife has committed adultery, a lot of us men will lose it. The Prophet, look at what the Prophet
I
said
got
to
some
her.
lovely hadith here.
Look at that. I know
Got
which
some-
one he's talking about.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
ready
yeah.
for it.
Oh, no, it's
I
not
know
just
that.
one, it's many.
The Prophet, peace be upon him, you know what he did?
Do you want to read them out?
He
Do you want
came
to read them
to his
out?
wife and he said, if you have done this, God is forgiven. Yes, ask for forgiveness.
He likes
And if you
one
haven't,
hadith.
guys,
He doesn't like all the other
check
stuff.
this out. If there was
Go on.
anyone that was to say, for
Yeah.
example, Islam it tells you to beat your wife, it would have been what? In an instance of, even in this country, they have called passion, crime of passion. When you come and find your wife in bed with someone else. The Prophet, peace be upon him, is being rumors are going that Aisha anha, his wife has committed adultery, which is a lie. Did he go and beat her? Did he shout at her? Did he scream at her? No. You know what he said to her? If you have done this, ask for forgiveness, and if you haven't, God will clear your name. Which man on earth would do that? Yes. Which man on earth would your wife? Can you imagine?
So
rumors
what?
going?
So what is 751
Madam, Jesus says
Salah
woman has
raped
to be
woman's
quiet.
proof of
Your
innocence?
book says that
I
let
don't
the man
care
talk.
what you say.
Let
If
the
a
man
woman
talk.
who turns out to be
Let the
pregnant
man
says,
talk.
I was
Let the man
compelled
talk.
to
You
have
are not
sexual
allowed to
intercourse,
talk.
she's not to
Your
be
Bible
believed and she
says
should be given
a
the
Christian
Hadar
woman
punishment.
should let the man
Except
talk.
there is a
Why not
request
listen?
to
Oh my
testify that
gosh,
she
man,
was
this is just
carried away
terrible.
and until the abducted is a
in a
babysitter.
nutshell,
Or if she comes looking
let
for
me
her
ask
to
you guys a
fund an
question.
event, or she
Islam
comes
makes it
bleeding.
very clear
So
and
if you come, if
categorically
you're
that
raped,
you
you
are
don't
not
have any proof.
allowed. So as you can see, guys, and lastly, I'm going to touch
The
upon another
Bible
point.
says men and
And I'm gonna finish
Wait.
with this.
Let me read a hadith. Let me read a hadith.
And I'm going to finish with
Let
this.
me read her
I'm gonna
hadith.
finish with this.
Go on then. You'll finish then I'll read a
Number
hadith
one,
about how
number one,
Muhammad
number
hit
one.
Aisha.
The Prophet, peace be upon him, told us that when you strike, when you anyone is to strike their slaves, you have to free them. Now let me get this right.
But not your wife then, because Muhammad hit his wife.
1 second.
I have proof. I'm about to read it.
You are not allowed to strike them, but you're allowed to rape them. Get the hell out of here, bro.
Wait, you can hit women if you fear rebellion.
Get the hell out of here.
If you fear it, you can hit them.
Hit a slave girl and you can rape her.
So you can have slaves now in Islam.
Of course you can.
Hey, he just admitted it. You can have sex slaves in Islam. How many sex slaves can you have in Islam? How many sex slaves can you have in
As
Islam?
you can see, him and his wife, as you can see, shouting.
Notice the ab homonym. He
Academically,
cannot address my argument.
intellectually,
He has
you
to
got ripped.
insult.
It's your
My
janaza.
friend, you need to learn
We've
Islam.
done your janaza today.
Because he doesn't know Islam. He doesn't know the Quran, the Sunnah. He doesn't know any of it. Let me read. Let me read
Guess
it.
what? In her heaven, they're going to play piano. Her husband's going to play piano.
Oh, are they? Are they? Well, in your heaven, there's going to be rivers of wine and there's going to be whores. That's all you need. That's all you need. Rivers of wine and whores.
This is all we need.
Disgusting.
Nothing to offer.
Disgusting.
You're a woman.
Ali Dawah, wait. Let me read the hadith, Ali Dawah.
With that voice, if I was married to her, I'd divorce her.
Oh, wait. No, this is what men do to women, guys. This is what the Islamic Dawah team talk to women. Oh, bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye. Ali Dawah, do you want to hear me read the hadith? When Muhammad hits Aisha? Right, let me read the hadith, guys, because he ain't going to read it to you. Right, this is Sunan an-Nasai, 3964. Let's read it very clearly. Muhammad, he goes out because he sees Aisha leaving his house in the middle of the night. So he follows her, and he follows Aisha, and then Aisha then rushes back, and Muhammad is there, and he says, "Are you the shape that I saw?" And she says, "Yes." It then says, "He gave me a shove in the chest that hurt me." Aisha said that oh really? But it hurt her though. So that thing he said about women not needing to feel pain was a complete load of nonsense. What? She was bruised. What a load of nonsense. Muhammad hit Aisha. Muhammad caused her pain. End of, ladies and gentlemen. That's why he can't talk about the Quran. That's why he can't talk about the Sunnah. He has no choice. No choice. I just read it, my friends. I just read it. I can tell you the verse, my friends.
Repeatedly. No other argument.
Oh, yeah. Do you want me to tell you the verse? It's Sunan an-Nasai 3964. Its grade is Sahih. The grade is Sahih.
Can I ask you something?
You repeated the same thing with other Sahabi. I know. If your wife has done something,
It's like this is so smart. Were you witness to that?
In Islam, you have the Sunnah, which is the authentic narrations of the Prophet. Sunan an-Nasai 3964 is grade Sahih. Okay, so Muhammad shoved her and caused her pain.